Shalom and welcome back. I'm a little shaken up by this dream that the Spirit has given me. On the 25th of July at 9:55, the Spirit of the Most High said to me, and it was so vivid. He was like, "Mockers will be mocked." And as I heard it, I didn't pay it no mind. I just literally just went up on my day, not thinking nothing of it. So just last night, I had this dream. And in the dream, it was this guy, this gentleman. And he was with another guy. It was two construction workers. One of the guys had a brick in his hand, and he had his hand held up like this, like he was doing something on the wall. And the other guy was standing on the other side of him, and he was talking down to the guy, and he was just like, "Who's this Jesus guy anyway?" And literally, like, after he said those words, or literally right after he said that to this guy, I saw this big, massive hand. And as the hand came down, the guy that said, "Who's this Jesus guy?" he still had the brick in his hand, but his spirit or his soul was snatched out of his body. And as it was snatched out of his body, I could see like the soul, it was like floating. And it looked like mist that was floating on top of him. But as it left his body then fell to the ground. And as his body fell to the ground, I saw his flesh disintegrate on the ground. And he still had his hand up like this, like he was holding on to something. But his body stayed in the same position, and it turned into a statue. I think I woke up. I'm actually going to read Proverbs. And in Proverbs, I'm going to read Proverbs chapter 1, verses 22 to 33. It says, "How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge." So he's calling the scorners, those are the mockers, those the scoffers, the mockers. He's saying, you delight in what you're doing. He says, but he calls them fools because they don't know knowledge. They have no knowledge. Then he says, "Turn you at my reproof. Behold," it says, "I will pour out my spirit unto you." It says, "I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and ye refuse." And he has told you over and over. Has called you over and over. Has warned you over and over. And you refuse to listen. You refuse to hearken unto the Most High. He says, "I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded." He says, "But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof." He says, "I also will laugh at your calamity, and I will mock when your fear cometh." It says, "When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction come as a whirlwind." So your destruction's going to come as a whirlwind. It's going to come so fast that you're not even going to see it coming. You're not going to see your destruction coming. It says, "When distress and anguish cometh upon you," he says, "then shall you call upon me, but I will not answer." He says, "They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me." He says, "For they that hated knowledge," which is talking about the scorners, "and did not choose the fear of Yahuwah," it says, "they would none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whosoever hearken unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil." Shalom.